Welcome back to Old Dominion Speedway on Verizon Fios 1 Sports. And the Fairfax Auto Parts cleanup crew was out there cleaning up, and I found out what it was. It was one of the fire trucks. Put some liquid down on the racetrack. So that was the holdup, but we're ready to go green flag racing now. UCAR's set for 20 laps. There's stop and go Steve Brady. I'll tell you why we call him that in just a moment. Right now he's off turn number 4 looking for the green, and we are racing with Chief Jerry Deem on the outside, and that's Billy Engel on the inside of the 01. This is going to be some of the most fun racing of the night. Look right there. Causey there in the 333 car. Palin's in the 333 trying to work the high side there. And great racing already. They'll get 3, sometimes 4 wide in this thing.
You see Morgan Duncan in the 38 trying to make a move up. He started back in the back of the pack. But right now in the front is the 04 of Steve Brady. There's a good battle there as you see Billy Engel in that 01 car. And hung out to dry on the outside is Jerry Deem in that number 8.
Boy, Deem got really high, but he got a good run. And back in the pack here, now you see the 22 car and the 38 Morgan Duncan and the 47. That is Craig Ogilvy. Ogilvy does a great thing. You see the 47 right here on the inside, that white and black car. See on top, you see a little bump there? That is a camera. He records the race looking forwards and backwards, posts it on his Facebook page every week, and right now, good battle there. The 44 of Fox on the inside of Deem. That's for position. Move him up now to, I believe, 3rd spot as they work off turn number 4.
And we mentioned Brian Fox. He is a veteran of this UCAR division. He's won a track championship or 2. And again, looking on the outside, trying to keep it a stick there as he moves to the turn 2 into the backstretch.
Yeah, he was trying to go on the outside there. The 68 of Braz trying to get on the high side of Nathan there. Couldn't make it stick. And now, boy, the 04, Brady, he loves this. Why do we call him stop and go? It has nothing to do with the way he drives. This is, again, showing how people get involved in different ways. He used to be a NASCAR official out here. Now the 44 makes the pass on the inside of Braz there. That moves him up now to 4th spot. Steve, our leader, used to work as an official down on the end of pit road, and they give him a stop and go sign to let him know if they can come out of the pit. So we started calling him Stop and Go Steve, and now he's moved into a race car. And one car real high there going down, that car going down into the first turn. A 77 car off the pace there, and that's Eric Jones off the pace. And let's see if Eric can get back onto pit road so we don't have a caution here, and I believe Eric will. Boy, the leader now comes down, puts another lap, and let's see, Eric's going to make it. But look at this pack right here. The 01 is Engel, the 44 is Fox. That's the battle for second. Then you've got Braz there in the 68 right behind him. Ogilvy coming up in the battle. These guys side by side, that's the battle for second. Billy Engel in the 01, and here comes Braz in the 68. Look, there's the 8 and the 47. I told you this would be good, Mike.
Yes, you did. And, of course, Steve Brady saying, go ahead, guys, battle all you want. I'm just going to drive away from you. And in that top spot for the 04 car.
Yeah, we're not showing you the leader. He's all by himself. Nothing fun there. But look at this. That's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th all together. Now the 44 of Fox as they race down into 3 and 4. Fox will take that spot. Engel now in 3rd in the 01 car. Kind of gets sorted out single file. Nathan Braz still on the inside. Chief Deem's kind of been up on the high side there. Boy, I want to see Ogilvy's movie from this one. They almost touch. Oh. Yes, they do touch. Braz into the wall. Jerry Deem upside down. Chief Deem rolls it about 3 or 4 times. That got started. Braz got up, hit the wall, and then the 47 car got into him. And we are under caution here. And you can see the 68. And look how quickly. You've got a red flag. Look how quickly there were already folks out there to that race car. You see them already, and Chief Deem moving around in the race car. Wow, that's a wicked little hit back there. But you see Chief Deem moving around in the race car. Folks already back there. You see the blue and white NASCAR official back there. Let's see if he can get, yeah, he's moving around there and going to get out. But he's going to be, yeah, he's moving and getting out of the race car. We'll see if we can take a look at that one more time. I think it started Nathan Braz. See, there Braz on the outside. Boy, that's a tough shot by Deem. Braz went up, got into the wall. Here's a better shot. Okay. Deem hit Braz, came down, and boy, did you see the left front just fold under? Yep. When Deem came down to the 8 and got into the 47, you see that left front just fold up underneath of him, and that's what he kind of bit and started rolling. And you see, and as you said, Chief Deem is one of the local fire and rescue chiefs here. The good news is talking to him. I saw him moving around in the race car. Looks like he'll be okay. Let's take a break. We come back. We'll have an update for you here at Old Dominion Speedway. This is Verizon Fios 1 Sports. And welcome back to Old Dominion Speedway in Manassas, Virginia, Verizon Fios One Sports. And we've been busy. Let's go back and set up, show you what happened. Here's what got us under the caution. And you see that's Chief Jerry Deem taking a whale of a ride. You'll see what's going to happen here. Watch the 68, but then Deem comes up into the wall, gets a little sideways. See him right there, a little sideways, touches the wall, gets the 68, and then right there, when Jerry hits the 47 car, it breaks something in the left front. That bites right into the asphalt, and he rolls the race car 2 times. Nasty wreck. Now, he was awake, alert, and moving, but they had to cut the top of the race car off here. Again, Mike, they just want to make sure that there's no neck or back injuries. So they're cutting the top off, get him into the ambulance, just to make sure they want to medevac him to a local hospital. So the helicopter just came in and took him. But be aware that he is awake, he's alert. They got him on the backboard. They wanted to go ahead and medevac him, and you see the chopper there. And, wow, and our cleanup team, what a great job they did, and our emergency personnel as well.
And, you know, in the NASCAR series, the Nationwide series, you always hear about the safety of these cars. There's a great shot right there. It's not only in the major series, but also here at the short tracks around the country as well.
Look at the roll cage. Only somebody's checking it. I mean, the roll cage is in relative good shape. It's not that anything got crushed. It's the simple fact, you know, you see some damage here on the front of the race car, but the roll cage itself, pretty solid. The main point was, you know, you crawl in and out of the windows. There's some more of the cleanup crew. And they just say if we could lift him straight out of the top, get him on that backboard, and get him out of here. Track is just about race ready, a couple laps behind the pace car. Let's reset the field for you here.
Alrighty, and Steve Brady is our leader, and boy, he was on cruise control until the red flag incident, and the 44 Brian Fox is right behind him, and then the 01 car, which is Billy Engel. Billy having a good run tonight. He's sitting 3rd right now, and the 38 is sitting in the 4th spot. That's Morgan Duncan, and then you've got the 22 of Eddie Tuning, which is sitting 5th, and then the 333, that is Jesse Polenz, sitting in the 6th spot, and then we have Nathan Braz in the 68, and then the 47 of Craig Ogilvie. So those are the cars that are still on the track. Now the 77, which was Eric Jones, he is right now off. He was leaking some gas, so they sent him to the pits. And of course Jerry Deem in the 8 car, he is out obviously after that crash. So Steve Brady, it was looking good for him. He was on cruise control. Now he's got a mirror full of that 44 Brian Fox, plus he's got Billy Engel, another veteran in this UCAR division. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, that's one guy that really didn't want to see this this stoppage was Steve Brady.
Jerry Deem really didn't want to see the stoppage. So we're ready to go green. The guy's setting the cars for a little bit, so that can change things a little bit. But the pace car out of the way. Let's reset it. Let's see. Can Steve in the 04 car re-pick up that? He just had a real rhythm going. Look at Brian Fox. Fox will touch him on the restart, and we are racing here down the front straightaway. Here comes Engel to the high side, and the guys waste absolutely no time getting back to racing.
And Edwin, that 22 car of Eddie Tuning, he kind of just made a push on the 38 car of Morgan Duncan, kind of pushed him up there. You can see there, he got a pretty good run and pushed Duncan high, but he just couldn't make the pass. So again, Morgan Duncan will hold on to that 4th spot right now.
And that lengthy caution, this was originally scheduled for a 20-lap event. They're going to make it now a 15-lap event. So I think we're just at the halfway point. Again, action on the back straightaway. Can see one car sideways. It's Nathan Braz on the back straightaway. And will we have a caution here? He's still sitting there, can't get it going. Come on, Nathan. There he is. Good. We'll stay green. There's Nathan, gets the 68 car refired, and we will stay green here as the leaders work off turn number 2.
Boy, Nathan has had an eventful night. He was involved in that first incident with Jerry Deem, and now he gets tangled up with Eddie Tuning in that 22 car.
Boy, I'll tell you what, people talk about how fast race cars go. Speed is such a relative thing. Look at these 2 cars, nose to tail. It's about the competition. They worked underneath the Braz. And did you see how low Brian Fox was in the 44? Literally down underneath that yellow line. Completely legal. It's not. We're not at Talladega. You can go down below that yellow line, but you lose all the banking. And now Braz was a fairly fast car. They're tangled up now with a pretty fast lap car, and they're going to go side by side. The reason is the 04 slowed up for that lap car. It let the 44 on the inside. Lap traffic playing into this.
We've talked about it all night long. Lap traffic has been a key. Ooh, 3 wide.
Oh my goodness, that doesn't usually work. Here they come off turn number 4. Worked that time, but the lap car forced those guys to run 3 wide. Coming off the corner, 2 laps to go.
And isn't it funny how strategy has changed now? This was, as you mentioned, a 20 lapper. Now it's 15. all of a sudden these guys got to go in sprint mode right now.
Right now it's a lap and a half race because this time by they'll get the white. The 04 car, Brady, he's going to lose that spot to Brian Fox. White flag this time by. Fox now on the inside, and boy, Brady's just going to pull his hair out as they came up on that lap car. That gave 44 of Brian Fox that run that he needed.
Don't count Brady out just yet, though. He's making a run on the backstretch heading to turn 3, going down, trying to go low, but look at how Brian Fox shut that door.
Yeah, nice job, Brian Fox in the 44 car. Going to get the win here. The 04, Steve Brady. Then it'll be the 01 of Billy Engel and the 38 of Morgan Duncan. What a wild, eventful race here for the mini modifieds. And again, that was that long break to get Jerry Deem out of the race car, and they changed it. They will shorten the race sometimes to get him in there.
And Morgan Duncan, finishing in that 4th spot, is going to move up in the points because he was second coming in, just 10 points behind Craig Ogilvie. Ogilvie finishing behind Duncan, so that should tighten the points race up. And again, we're early in the season, but these point standings each week gets more and more important as we wind down the season. Like I say, we're early in the season, but don't you know that Morgan Duncan and Craig Ogilvie and now Brian Fox are even talking about the point standings week in, week out.
You know, whenever you talk to a guy about the points, they go, no, it's too early to talk about the points. Don't talk about the points. They're thinking about it, whether they're talking about it or not. Coming up next, we've got our Mid-Atlantic Street Stocks. In fact, they're already rolling out on the Speedway here, and Brian Fox getting ready to crawl out of that race car. These street stocks are kind of throwback cars as well. Now we move up this next division to a V8 division from the 4 cylinders. These cars now a V8, but they're pretty basic race cars. Not a lot to them, and they're coming on the racetrack next. But right now, I see Dave Menifee has made his way down to victory lane, and Brian Fox crawling out of the race car. And let's throw it down to Dave Menifee. Dave Menifee in victory lane.
Brian Fox in that 44 car, of course, taking over the lead late in the race. Not the first time Brian's ever done something like that, waiting and waiting and waiting until the final moments, and he's getting the seat belts and everything undone. Taking the helmet off and getting all the safety paraphernalia. Of course, safety, the key here at Old Dominion. Here he is, folks. Let's hear it for him. Come on around here, Brian. And congratulations. And I guess it's been a little while since we've talked in victory lane. The car kind of, like you said, Old Faithful was a little mad at you, but she came around tonight. Good last lap battle with Steve Brady.
Yeah, it was a good lap. I kind of like the lap car because I kind of use them to maneuver them. But Old Faithful did give me one good last race, and I kind of sad to see it go.
All right, well, what are the plans for Old Faithful? I know that there's a lot of folks out there would like to get involved in racing. Can they come down there and see you and talk to you about this machine?
They sure can. We're right on the backstretch in turn 2. If they want to come after the race, talk to us about getting Old Faithful. It's a 2-time championship car, quickest car on the UCARs with a track record. Just come down and talk to us.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the race. Steve Brady and you, man, you went out there, battled and battled and battled, and that's good, hard, clean racing here at Old Dominion. I see Steve over there behind us, big grin on his face, and he knows it was a clean race, but, you know, those things happen sometimes.
Yeah, I thought he was going to walk away for a little while, but I started talking to the car talked back.
The car talked back. That's the key. Folks, if you want to go UCAR Racing and you want to buy a race car that's a winner, you buy this one. Brian will teach you how to talk to it, and you too could be here in victory lane. Folks, let's hear it one more time for Brian Fox.
HWB Mobile Repair also. He set this car up 2 weeks ago. This car's a rocket.
All right, we don't have to go far. We're going to go down here and see Steve Brady. Steve making it here in victory lane here with Brian Fox. And Steve, you know, let's walk over here a little bit and let's go over here to your machine. Let's talk about the New Horizons Security Dodge and how that thing ran tonight.
It ran flawless. The lap car just at the last, the last couple laps just was there, and Brian got me. So.
That's what happens in racing, but you know, you've won a few yourself, and sometimes they work one way and they work another way another time.
Yeah, you gotta lose one before you can win one. So hopefully this was my one that I lost, but I know there's some coming out there.
Good points night too, because Craig Ogilvie actually finished a little bit behind you guys, and this whole division is real tight right now.
Oh, it's extremely tight. I mean, the top 5 or 6 cars are we're all there every week. So just trying it every week. You know, we're doing everything we can. The New Horizons Security Dodge is just kicking butt, and I could not be doing it without them. You know, I have to thank them 1,000 times for coming on board this year and sponsoring us, and I also have to thank Manassas Chrysler. And, of course, the U.S. Army Armed Forces. My daughter's in the Navy, so it's a good Memorial Day weekend for her.
Well, good. Congratulations on a good second place run. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, Dave.
Steve Brady, folks, second place in tonight's UCAR division. We're going to go back upstairs with Ed Pardue and Mike Neville. We have got street stock racing coming up next, the Mid-Atlantic Street Stocks. Ed.
All right, thank you, Dave. You know, you could hear it. Steve's such a great competitor. He's such a good sportsman. Boy, could you hear the disappointment in his voice.
You really could. It was one of those things, like we said, before that red flag came out, he was on cruise control. And again, we talked all night long, Edwin, how slower traffic is going to come into play late in races. We saw it right here in the UCAR division.
And I like the way Steve talked about that so great. He wasn't blaming the slower car.
Right.
He's simply, you know, a fact of racing, and it caused him. So what a great sportsman the 04 Steve Brady is. These are the Mid-Atlantic Street Stocks, and Dave, give us our, Mike, give us our starting lineup.
All right, thank you, Edwin. And well, it's going to be Phil Kenny starting on the